Adding asset categories and fields. Asset Manager is an incredibly powerful tool. It gives you the flexibility to categorize and structure your assets in the way that best suits your needs. There are three main types of asset that we can record. Assets covers most of our physical assets. Consumables, as you'd expect, the consumable items we use on a regular basis and whose stock we want to monitor. And software looks after our software assets and allows us to monitor licensing compliance. Since Asset Manager gives you the flexibility to structure your assets as you wish, you can make the structure clear, systematic, and logical based on your own circumstances. Under Assets, we have our asset categories, which we can set up hierarchically, for example like this. Categories are easy to add in the Preferences section, and we can rename categories or promote or demote them in the hierarchy simply. This is useful when using Asset Manager's auto-detect tools to find and create records on networked ICT assets. Asset Manager will create a register for all of these assets automatically, and you can then fine-tune the register to suit your needs. As an example of setting up non-networked assets, we'll set up a category for fire extinguishers, which will reside within a Fixtures and Furniture category that we've already set up. This we do under Preferences, like so. We select Preferences, Asset Manager Settings, Asset Categories, select the category that we want to create a new category under, click Add. We now name our new category and click OK. We can now select an icon that will represent this category in Asset Manager to make things more intuitive for us. There's the right one. We select it, and that's now in. We can apply depreciation settings which will cascade down through the categories. This time, we just leave these as the default. We don't need to do very much else here, as this is a structural category to contain more detailed information below. What it does allow us to do is to generate reports on our fire extinguishers as a whole, if we want to. We now have our fire extinguishers category. We are now going to add to this a child category containing water-based fire extinguishers in just the same way. As this category will contain our individual asset records for all examples of this type of extinguisher on our premises and record all their details, we need to add fields to enable us to record this information. As you can see, the process is exactly the same as before. This time, just to show one extra piece of functionality, I'm adding some information into the description field. We can use this to help us clarify exactly which category is which. With that done, we now add our asset fields. Based on what I need to collect on my fire extinguishers, I choose the following. Status, recharge date and expiry date, last maintenance by and last maintenance date, location is already selected for us, model and serial number, purchase date and purchase price. That seems to pretty much cover that, so I click Add Selected. The fields that you select determine the default information that Asset Manager and Service Manager will record and therefore report on within that category, so you need to choose them carefully. For example, if you're populating asset records from existing data via CSV files, make sure the fields will match. We now select the relevant icon to make our category recognizable. And with our category set up, we're now ready to import information on our individual assets, in this case the water-based fire extinguishers. We have options on how to do this, either by adding them individually as single records, or by importing a number at once using a CSV file. We'll cover both of those in another video. You're not limited to using the fields that we chose here. You can add your own custom fields easily too, again in the Preferences area, and you can specify exactly what format those fields follow. Asset Manager can record information and report on the location of your assets from fields within Asset Records, but helpfully, you can categorize your assets as children of more than one category if you want. So, for example, an ICT suite could be a child of both an ICT asset category and of the room in which it's situated. All of this gives you the power to generate reports that are as general or as granular as you wish, using the categories and subcategories that you set up. We hope you found this video useful. Please view our other videos on CSE Asset Manager and Service Manager at www.cseassetmanager.co.uk. Do contact us if you want further information, and thanks for watching.